Hey everyone, it's Carrie. We are at Lowe's today. This location is in Claremont, Florida. We're going to go in and see what's new. Probably look at a lot of Christmas items, see what kind of Christmas trees they have. If you are new here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back everyone. I'm happy you're all here. Aren't these really cute containers for these mums? Does everyone have their mums already? I don't have any yet this year. These are super cool. Over here, what do we have? I ended up getting one of these. It is a little patio or kitchen countertop, actually, is how they advertise it, but I don't have a lot of counter space, so it's going to be on my patio, but it is little cherry tomatoes, so I'll report back at a future date how that's doing on my patio. All right. We have Abominable Snowman. These are all animatronics. They do move and talk and all that good stuff. Not going to do those today. There's one I'll do later. It's a big life-size Mickey. But we're going to dive right into the Christmas trees. We've been looking at a few at different locations. In Hobby Lobby, we did all their trees the other day. That is in the most recent Hobby Lobby video. So if you haven't watched that one and you're looking for Christmas trees, I went through all of those. And what I've started kind of pointing out on the trees is the types of branches. So this one has two types of branches, two different types on there. One was a little bit more rubbery, one was a little more kind of maybe fuzzy. But that is a Balsam Hill tree. This is also a Balsam Hill tree. This one is $398. Nope, this is a GE tree. I lied. Sorry. That's a Montana fir. 7.5 foot. So you will notice it has the number of lights on the tree. It tells you the tree shape, the branch numbers, all those are on there. So if you have any questions on that, you can always grab that QR code or you can just pause the video. But this one has two types of branches in there. And although it is set to white lights, it can be multicolor. I've got this little animatronic. He is $228. Then we have the little girl elf over here. She comes with, so this elf comes with the toy factory, so it's $398. All right, we'll check this one out. It is a 7.5 foot Montana fir. Has 1,000 lights. You'll see the branch tips on there, 3405, $428. So it's a nice light flock where you can really see a lot of the details on the branches. Has two different branch types in there. That one's very pretty. Then we have, this is $100. It does raise up. So it is an animated reindeer in a gift box. They did not have that one plugged in. All right, we're going to check out some wreaths. They did not have these last time we were in. I love this one. This one has like a, it looks to me like an arborvitae type branch, but it says it's a cedar. I think arborvitaes and cedars are similar, right? I know that I'm highly allergic to them. That's what I do know. Goodness. We had a lot of cedars in Texas, and oh my goodness, the allergens there were wild. I do really like the kind of simplicity of those green, just plain green. That one with the berries is pretty. Looks, it had a little bit of a boxwood look. So $39, the price goes up a little bit when you add more detail, ribbons. $40. I do think this is pretty with this little bow on here. We've got these delicate snow-capped branches on there. I think that's really pretty. This is pretty. Berries. We've got a couple different branches in there. The reds and golds in here, very pretty. This one jumps up to $50. It's got some extra little gold details. I think that one lights up actually now that I'm looking at it. That's probably why it was $50. We also have this one, reminds me of all my friends back in Dallas with the Dallas Cowboys. I am not a football fan at all. I think that stems back to being a kid in Chicago when the Bears won the Super Bowl, and I didn't like football, but they made us learn the Super Bowl shuffle. Anybody remember that? Ever since then, I'm like, nope, I gotta leave the room when football's on. Oh my goodness, we've got $25. We've got some plushies down here. They are animated, so they do all sorts of little dancing and bouncing around. All right, so this whole stack of ornaments right here, $4. They are plastic. We've got some hot chocolate here, an avocado if you need one, bacon. There are some interesting ones in here. Okay, back here we have a golf bag. We've got a camera, so if you've got people that have different hobbies. Baking, I like this one here with the little mixers, both red and blue. Our record players over here, and our sports. There's soccer, baseball, football. There's a Bloody Mary, right? Yeah, I think so. I'm not into boozy drinks, so I'm guessing on that one. I think I'm close. French fries, of course the pickle. Who does the pickle on their trees? Raise your hand, let me know. And of course, because we're in our hardware store, gotta have the tape measures and the drills. The yoga mats right there. Some beer, let's see, cupcakes. There's a soy sauce right there and a cheeseburger. All right, back to business. So we've got all the garlands over here. So I'm trying to, some of them I think are in the wrong areas right now. The prices weren't correct. So we won't focus so much on that as much as the types that they have in here. So they have one with the gold. And this one has berries, pine cones, so it's this one. It's got a couple different leaves in there with the pine cones. Then we have one with silver. These are not pre-lit. They're just garlands. This one here is flocked. Let me see if I can spin this one around. It's a little tight in there. I'll show you what that one looks like. Very pretty. It's like the right amount of flocking without being overboard. And these are the cedars. It's a good thing those are not real. I couldn't touch those. Oh my goodness. I don't know what kind this one is. It's just 9-foot garland, but it's a little sparse. Let me know what you think of that in the comments. I think that one's a little too sparse for me. But if you're needing it in a smaller space, I think I prefer the look of the cedar one. Okay, let's check out some trees over here. They have a lot of trees at this particular store. This is a balsam hill. This one has, it looks like one branch type. It's called the Lake Tahoe. It's 7.5 foot. 1,500 lights on there, $47.27 on the branch tips, and it is $698. It's very bright compared to the one on the right. Can you see the difference in the lights? So just depending on what you're looking for. This one is a GE, so the bulbs are a little bit different on here, but the branches, looks like we've got two types on the Montana fir, 1,800 lights, $41.36 on the branch tips, and it's 60 inches wide. That's where I'm seeing the branch tips in there. So just in case you want to pause and screenshot a tree, that's where I'm getting that information. And then the QR codes are also there. Comes in a variety of different sizes. So this one has, looks like at least 2 different branch types in here. $698. Let me see if I can get some stats on this one. Yeah, we've got 2 different branch types in there. Is there a tag on there? I don't think we have a tag on that one. It is a balsam hill. I just don't have, it didn't have the big placard with the information. Sorry about that. We do have this little animatronic reindeer tucked away in here, $228, very pretty. We've got at least two different, let's see, two different branch types on this one. Here's one, and then this other one up front is a little more rubbery. So this one is a Balsam Hill. We'll try to find the tag on this one. Some of them they've got kind of twisted. There it is. It's on the back. Bear with me. Okay. This is the classic Fraser 7.5 foot. Also comes in 9 foot. $448 for that one. We have up top here, we have a peacock. Looks like a toucan. We've got an octopus, what is this back here? A cactus, some fish, some super cute dogs and cats down here. And it looks like they have more variety possibly online. I think that's what this kind of gets at here. So yeah, if you want to see the whole collection there, it is in that QR code. And just some internet safety here. I'm telling you these QR codes because I'm literally getting them right from the store. Always, always know where you're getting QR codes from before you ever screenshot anything or jump down that rabbit hole, because I just don't want anyone to get scammed. So there we go. That's my 411 information for the day. This is a 7-foot tree for $100. I think that's a pretty good deal for that one. This is a Balsam Hill also called the Deluxe Noble. This one has 700 lights. $22.08 on the branches. So it's a little bit of a thinner tree. But I mean, it doesn't look too bad. You can see through the tree a little bit more. These are all animatronics. They sing and they dance and they do all sorts of really cool things. Again, they'd been pressed so many times that I thought, let's see. Cindy Lou is 148. Max is 128. Let's see how much. The Grinch, 398. We've got a small Greensboro tree here. This one, whoops, no price tag on that one. It's all right. It has 200 lights, 5 foot. I don't know why that didn't feel like it was 5 foot, but it says it is. Got the aspen fir. This is a 7.5, but it also comes in all those different sizes right there. So this one's 548. Let's check out the branches. Here's one kind. Any others? Looks like that one is just one kind of branch, but it's pretty. For me, that has the right amount of lights. I like that one. It just, it's like I go for that kind of where it looks like snow falling inside there. This is a slim tree over here. This one has 3 branch types. So we have this larger bottle brush looking one, this green one back here, and then the little rubbery one. Oh, actually 4. Goodness. Yeah, there's 4 in there. So that's a 7-foot, very slim pencil, $148 for that one. This one, I couldn't get to it back there, but it's super cute. It has 2 different types of lights on it. I love those big globes. I think those are super fun. This is the same as the pencil tree up front, the one that I'm looking at back there. It's just the bigger version. The Hayden, it is. It's the Hayden. So that one back here, let me pull this out. 600, oh, it's not attached. Okay. This is a 9-foot tree back here, 628. And then they have another one up here. There were 3 Haydens all together, just different sizes. This one has 2 branches. It does, yes, 2 types. One of the rubbery, one of the more, I'm going to call it traditional, kind of old school. This is $99, 7.5 feet, has 450 lights. There's 919 branch tips. I think this one's pretty. If you need a little bit of a smaller space, I think that one is pretty. And for $100, I think that's all right. So you've got multicolor 8 function, and they do come in all those different sizes there. But this particular one at $99, I think that's a pretty good deal for the Greensboro. I might have to think about that one for the apartment this year. And this one has a pretty cool light show going on. It's not your traditional just flickering. This one is $398. It's called the Grand Sonoma. It's by GE. 7.5 feet. 2166 on the branch tips. I see 2 types again, the traditional and the rubbery one. That's what the lights look like. Here's another GE. This is the Colorado Spruce. This 7-foot one, what is that, 550 lights on that. 1,294 on the branch tips. It's a little bit on the thinner side. 1, 2, yep. We've got 2 types of branches on that one. The reason I point that out is some people are very specific that they want one type of branch. Other people really like the mixture, like this is very mixed. There's 4 of them in here. Sorry, I felt like I was going a little bit fast right there. Goodness, I need to slow down. Here is another Colorado spruce right here. So all 3 of these in this section are the Colorado spruces, just different sizes. This 7-foot one is $158, and this one has 2 branch types on it. $128. This is another Greensboro, but it is flocked. 300 lights on that one. And tucked away back in here is this other tree. This one, which one is this one? Slim Aspen. I think we've got 2 branch types on there also. The rubbery one and the traditional. That's the traditional one. That's the rubbery one. All right, lots and lots of ornaments this year. Some really pretty selections. So $13, you've got the 40 count containers. These are all your shatterproof. $13 for the larger 18 piece buckets. This emerald green is beautiful. This brown, also very pretty. And if you're decorating something for fall or Thanksgiving, that brown would be really sharp. Okay, so I think I've decided I'm going to call those ornaments flocked. The blue and the red ones right there. I was trying to think what to call those, and I'm just going to go with flocked. They're not velvet, they're not felt, they're just, I think they're flocked. These are, oh, I like these. Got little bells in them. Then we've got the big packs up top, $25. There's 48 count in here. Variety of shapes, a couple different colors. Sorry about that. There's a lot of glare on there. So I'll just kind of slide over. They were way up top too. And for those of you that like the Lowe's videos, are there other things that you would like me to show you all at Lowe's? Normally I stick to kind of home decor, holidays, things like that. I don't venture off too much into other things because it's outside of my wheelhouse. I'm not the person to show tools. But just a little bit of feedback because the videos do well, that most people do like to watch them. So I just want to make sure that I'm bringing you good content for the Lowe's stores. So just let me know. I love these. I don't have green in my house, but it's such a pretty emerald green. That would be so beautiful. So that was waving to you guys in the reflection on there. I caught it. It didn't hit the floor, but I got it back up on the shelf. We've got some tree skirts over here. These are the kind of softer ones, but they stand up almost like, think of a thin cardboard inside. Those are wood ones down on the bottom for $43. We've got the hammered gold down there. The natural kind of seagrass looking ones, or wicker, however you want to. That one had little snowflake looking things in it. The silver one also, it's a galvanized steel look. Then we just have some traditional cloth kind of fabric ones that lay out on the floor. What kind of tree skirts do you all use? Lots and lots of little throw pillows. Whoops. Everyone stay put. Okay, so funny story. When I was on the other side of the aisle, I thought there were kids the aisle over just nonstop talking. No, it was Bluey. I came around the corner and I was like, oh, I expected children, but nope, it was just Bluey. So we have all the different blow molds in here. Blow molds are just plastic decorations that they are lighted. So they say this is a dinosaur. I thought it was an alligator. We're in Florida. Alligators and dinosaurs, I don't know. They kind of look a little bit the same. I always tease my grandson. I call the little lizards outside our house. I'm like, oh, they're little tiny dinosaurs. And he thinks that's the funniest thing. He knows they're lizards. Sorry, I didn't want you all to think I was telling him something wrong. It's just a joke. I tease him. These are really, really large wreaths. So these would be good like outside on a house. If you have a huge fireplace wall, things like that. They were much larger than an average like this size wreath. All right, next up I'm going to show you the Mickey animatronic, and I'm going to go ahead and press this one so you can hear it.
Oh, Christmas tree, how lovely are thy branches. Merry Christmas, everybody! Happy holidays!
Okay, sorry, there's no easy way to do that in terms of like being able to have you hear the sound. I know the stores can be very, very loud, so that's why I do a lot of my audio back at home, because it's so hard to do. It's so hard to talk in the store and have everything be clear. So we've got some super cute Stitch. I'm a huge fan of Stitch. This is kind of cool. So it hangs above and actually projects Christmas Stitch on the ground. I think that's super fun. We were joking the other day, we need to rename. He's up there shaking and dancing. We got Stitch up there. The Mickey Mini blow molds. Oh darn, so that's a neon Goofy. Oh, the camera did not show all the different colors on the neon, bummer. Anyhow, it's a super cool neon. But we were saying we were going to rename one of our dogs. We're going to start calling her Stitch because she's such a stinker. So we've got little Mickey and Minnie. Oh, it's actually just Mickey phones. It is. I thought it was Mickey and Minnie. I think we should buy all those for our kids and grandkids and see if they know what to do with those rotary phones. I am old enough to know that I had one. I actually had a Mickey Mouse rotary phone. That's how old I am. I like that little snow globe there. These are cute. It's a little 2-pack of blow molds. They light up. And there is a Mickey and a Minnie Nutcracker. They just did not have the Mickey on the shelf right now. And they have their Christmas cities over here. So if this is your thing, they have this. Do any of you do these little cities? I have some Department 56 pieces from many, many decades ago. This is a 3-piece, says Joy. The bottom of it does light up. That's pretty. $40 for this one. In the back had a little burlap base. That's really pretty, just kind of natural. There's a lamp post way up there in the back. I hope you could see that. These are all neons. They are actually very colorful. And I apologize, it does not look like the camera did this any good. But if you are into neon, I would go check those out at Lowe's. And then way up top, those are inflatable ornaments. These are multi-color. There is a lot going on over here. I assume these are probably also, I'll have to come back and take a look at these, thinking they might be programmable to music. But let's take a look at some ribbons. So $7. Ooh, I like this one right here. That one's cool with the black in the background with the trees. Let's see, how much is on each spool here? Let me turn this around. 2.5 inches by 8 yards. The red and the green are velvet. We've got some pretty plaids over here, peppermint nutcrackers also. All right, they had a couple trees over here that were decorated. You'll see the Grinch, he's over there moving and shaking. He was really loud. There's probably no easy way for me to do the audio of that on the camera without blowing everyone's speakers out. So we've got a laurel pine flocked tucked underneath all these decorations here. This one's $198. This one is $528. I don't know, looks kind of sparse for that kind of money. It has two types of branches on there, the rubber kind and a traditional. Sorry, my tomato plant is trying to get in the picture. I think this one's really pretty. $348. It has that right amount of lights. Looks like it's kind of snowing in there. This one is called the New Kensington. 2707 branch tips. Self-shaping, no fluff. I don't know if I believe that. Does anyone have a no fluff shapes on its own? I don't know. I just feel like once it's put away, I don't think I've ever had a tree that I've not had to fix branches and fluff it. Let me know in the comments if you have a tree like that. This tree's pretty. It has this just ever slightly delicate flocking on it. Almost looks a little icy. So that's the Carolina pine. This one is $398. This one's pretty also. This one's like a nice big, it's kind of like a wide full tree. So we have 1, 2, so the outside branches are rubbery, the inside ones are the traditional. What is the width on this tree? It's 58 inches. Okay, 49.54 on the branch tips. And tucked away back here is one with berries and pine cones and just a delicate flocking. And with that, we are going to head out, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have an amazing day. I will see you in the next video. Take care and be safe.